we were actually just walking through the area and noticed the pub had closed down, and we sort of peered down the side and thought, that's an exceptionally large beer garden. We made some inquiries and we were told that the pub had actually been sold, so we thought that was it. And then we went on holiday, and when we came back we bought a local paper, and much to our surprise the pub was on the market as a sort of a refurbishment opportunity, because planning consent had been given for the pub to be converted into 3 cottages. So it was on the market, but with only part of the beer garden. And the bit that really interested us was this bit, which wasn't on the market at that stage. And we went onto the land registry, found out who owned the property, who'd bought it from the brewers, put a letter through his door. We met him the next day, and within a week or so, we'd basically sort of shaken hands on a subject to planning deal. Planning consent, we're required to achieve code level 3 under the Code for Sustainable Homes, which is a fairly recent government requirement, which initially I was a bit concerned about, but having looked into it now, we've really sort of embraced the whole sort of concept.
So the things you have to consider when trying to achieve the code level 3 are insulation, which is a major one, and also disability, and all the elements that go into a lifetime homes code.
Potton panels come with 90mm of insulation already factory fitted into them. So that's the large panel of the house, when it's erected, already has this 90mm of insulation. We, because of the Code 3 sustainability, had to have an additional 30mm of insulation. And the cheapest way for us, because we're on a budget, was to get it supplied by Potton, who worked out how much we needed, delivered it on site. All it simply is cutting it and fitting this additional insulation into the void, which has been allowed for, which then still allows for cabling to come to the front of it before the dry lining, the plasterboard, goes onto the front of the wood. So it fits in neatly, cut it to size, not a problem to fit, but it's then giving you 120mm of insulation on your outside walls. I can also show you the lift envelope, which has been built in, so that if you become disabled, again a feeling that in lifetime homes you should be able to stay in your home to the end of your days. If you become disabled, there is a facility which has been built into the frame of the house by Potton to just pop out that envelope in the lounge. It's all reinforced and will easily take a lift adaptation to put a lift in to get you from the ground to the first, assuming that you might want to live in this room and sleep in the main bedroom above. You could then go across to the bathroom, which facilitates again width of doors, 12mm ply on the walls, and everything you'd need to have a flat entrance for a disabled person.
This homely look, I really wanted it soft on colours, and I needed something to kick me off with a style, and I particularly liked, which really was the sort of basis of the whole design, this IKEA material. And it's very soft. I'm passionate about fire and poor colours, so it picked out all the sorts of colours in terms of the French grey and the beigey greens that I would like to use. To get the look in here, it's very much a soft feeling of no white. I do not like white. Certainly as it's a Regency house, you need to sort of tone down any bright colours like a pure white. So it was very much based on the background colours being quite creamy and greeny and old.